So this is just a quick wee demo on Flipgrid. Flipgrid's a really good tool in getting the kids to submit assignments via a video response. Not only are you able to see that video response, but the other pupils in the class are able to see it as well. They're able to comment on each other's work. So if you go to Flipgrid, then you're going to log in with your Glow email through Microsoft, and that's how the pupils log in as well. It's really easy to set up. And once you're in, it'll look like this. We're on the discussion page, and there's lots of other tabs up the top there. I don't use any of those. I think if you want to go into Discovery, you might be able to see Flipgrids that other people have made that you can use, but mostly I'm always in this discussion page. The groups are pretty much your classes. I've got all the first year classes in one group. That means that they are able to not only just see videos of pupils in their own class, but they're able to see all the first year classes, and I think that's a wee bit funner for them as well, to be able to mix with pupils that aren't necessarily in their class. But you might want to set up, if for example you had two higher classes, you might want to set up separate classes. But even though I've only used this for first year, I do think that it's something that you could use across all year groups. So the first thing you're going to want to do is create a group. Like I said, that's going to be pretty much like your class. Just as an example, I'll do S2 Geography. And then the join code, I wouldn't keep it as my name. I would do something to do with geography maybe. So just like Geo 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, could be anything. And then you have to try and select your permissions. So if you made it public, then I don't think that would be safe for the kids. I think it's always best to do it with their student email. And the way that you're going to be able to give them access is if you click student email and you just put in @glow.school.uk, and that means that anyone with that email address is going to be able to enter when you share the code. The next thing that you're going to want to do is to set these features. So it says allow students to receive emails notifications when new topics are created and new videos are recorded. I wouldn't select that because it would just spam the kids' emails too much. You're always going to set the group status to active, and you can start to personalise a picture to just have on the home page. For geography, I might want to just do something like that. And then that should be you. You should create the group. And now the group is ready to go. So when it comes to sharing this information with the pupils, you can share this code with them and it's going to take them to their group, or you can share this QR code with them. But most of the time I would always create the assignment first and then share the information with them. So at the moment that's just going to take them to their group homepage, but I would wait to share when you make an assignment to share that with them. So this is your S2 Geography homepage. If you share that class with another teacher, then if they make a Flipgrid account, you can add them as a co-pilot so that you both have access to that. How do you go about making an assignment for the kids? So if you just go to add topic, a topic is an assignment. Your assignment title is going to go in here. Let me just quickly show you some of the examples of things that I've got the first years to do. So the first thing that we did was Brazil facts. So tell me 3 things that you learned about Brazil. I made a wee video. First of all, I thought if I'm asking them to make a video, I would make a wee video to show them that if I'm willing to do it, then they might be a wee bit more willing, and most of them were willing to do it. They made a video that just told me 3 facts that they learned in the lesson about Brazil. Another thing that we done was they made favelas out of cardboard and recycling. So their instructions were to give me a tour around their favela, tell me about what they enjoyed most about the lesson, etc. This one was to just make me a video telling me some of their first world problems. This task was they were to imagine they were Amazonian Indians and make a persuasive video to the Brazilian government. And you actually get quite a lot of room to add your instructions in. I'll show you that in a wee minute, but you can put quite a lot of information into the task. So if we were just making a topic, then we might just want to do something simple like rainforest facts. This is where you're going to put the instructions in for your task. You've got 1,000 letters, I think, which is quite a lot, but I'll just say, tell me 3 facts you learned about the rainforest. So that's what the kids will see. That's the information that you're going to be giving them to help them know what to actually record. When it comes to media, you can add a video to explain what you want them to do. You can upload a video. You can add a video from, I think, YouTube. Yep, if you wanted to add like a YouTube video to help them out, or if I was asking them for 3 facts about the rainforest, I could actually upload a YouTube video that told them facts and they had to pick certain ones out. You can add images, add emojis, lots of different things, Cahoots, Google. For now, we'll just add a wee emoji. And then that's just something that the kids are going to see. I wouldn't put a password on it. It's going to ask you about topic moderation. So if you select that, then it means that you're going to have to accept the pupils' videos before it becomes accessible to everyone else, just to make sure that they haven't said anything inappropriate. I don't select that. I find that the kids don't say anything inappropriate. Their videos are always really, really good. So I would maybe, if that did become an issue, or if you had certain pupils in your class that you were worried about, you could select that, but I don't really find it an issue. Keep that selected. This means that the pupils can respond to each other via video and text comments, or if you wanted to select only one of those, you could do that, but I think it's best that they have the option to do either. This you'll probably want to change depending on your assignment, so the recording time. So if they're only asked to give you 3 facts about Brazil, you don't want them taking up kind of 10 minutes, because that's 10 minutes that you're going to have to sit and watch it. So you might just want to do 2 minutes. However, if you had another assignment where you wanted to make sure that they had as much time as possible, then you could add up to 10 minutes for them to do that. It's completely up to you. They get to see how much time they have, so that will be aware to them. And you can add captions so that when they're doing the video, if you wanted to ever share that again, then there's captions. It's always good to have. That's all the information you need to put in, and then you create the topic. So now your topic's ready to share with the pupils. So this is probably what you would want to be sharing with them when you're doing your lesson or on Show My Homework. That join code, you can copy that join code, and that's going to mean that you can just paste that and they can click on it. They can just click the link in. But that's not always going to be possible for pupils who are attending your lesson on a computer that doesn't have a webcam or a camera, a webcam or a mic, sorry. They're probably going to want to use their phone to record the Flipgrid video, and to do that you can click on the QR code. So I'd always make sure that not only are you giving them the join code and the link, that you're making that QR code accessible, because the kids can just pull up their camera on their phone and hold it over that QR code, and then it takes them straight to your Flipgrid topic. So that's really good to have as well. So once you're all set, we're in. To be able to see what this looks like as a student, you can click this, and this is what the kids will see. They join in with their Microsoft. I've got a pupil's login just to kind of show you an example of what this looks like. Okay, and now we're in. This is what it looks like to the kids. They'll have their title, they'll have their media, whether that's a YouTube video, whether it's a video that you've recorded, and they'll have their task instructions. They'll be able to record their response. Down the bottom here, if there was pupils that had already recorded their responses, they'd be able to see it there. They can click on it, they can watch it, they can comment. But if we want to just record our response just now, then we would just click record response. And hello. Now we're able to record our responses. So you'll notice up here it says that they've got 2.5 minutes, so they know that whatever they record has to fit into that time. I always tell them to plan before they record. Think about what they're going to say, write it down, so that they aren't kind of put on the spot when they're recording their videos. But there are lots and lots of things that they can do rather than just stand here and record a video of their face. There's lots of effects that they can put on. Kids love filters these days, so they can change different filters. If they're really shy, they can pixelate it so that you can't even see them at all. Excuse me. But any other filter that they might want to add, they can do that. I'm just going to take them off. Other effects that they can do is add in things like stickers, emojis, different emojis. So a lot of the kids in my class might be shy and might want to just do an emoji face. So if you can let them know that if they are worried about showing their face, they can do that. Other effects are photos. So if they wanted to upload a photo from their computer, they could do that. You can also add text in. You can add text, you can draw. But if you were wanting to add photos, if you were wanting to add text and draw, then this board effect is really good as well, where you can put a board, whether that's lined, dotted, square, and you can decide how much of that you want to cover the screen. If you were presenting this, you might want to flip depending on the way the kids are looking. If you were doing a kind of presentation, you might want to change the mirror, and then they're able to record and then draw at the same time. They might want to do like maths problems and talk you through it while they're recording it. The possibilities are really endless when you've got that board or what you want them to do. They can add in pictures and things like that. You're able to pause the video and then go away, take time out, think about what you're going to go say next, and then all you need to do is click play again and it's going to play. Let me just take away that and take away the board. Let me see what else, if there's anything else. Oh, another thing that I find quite useful is they've got this option to do this kind of news broadcast, which I like to do at the end of my classes as a wee plenary, make a news broadcast about what you learned this lesson. Other than that, I think most of the other borders are just for kind of aesthetical value for the kids. Another really useful thing that you can do, or that the kids can do, is they can record their screen, which means that if you wanted them to be talking about something that you'd sent them, if you wanted them to include something like a past paper or work that they'd done in the video, then they can record their screen and then switch back. So it only means that part of that lesson might be the record screen. I'll just quickly do it to show you. So it's going to come up, record your screen, start recording your screen. It kind of looks like when you record your screen on Teams. And then everything from now on has been recorded. They might want to go into their Word document, etc. They might want to talk about a PDF, anything like that. Oh. They can pause it, or they can just ultimately stop it. And then draw at the same time. They might want to do like maths problems and talk you through it while they're recording. So notice how that was the video that I recorded before, then I started recording my screen. You're able, and then everything from now on has been recorded. They might want to go into their Word document, etc. They might want to talk about a PDF, anything like that. Open. They can pause it and then draw. Okay, so let's say that that's my video, and I want to submit that. I want to submit that as my work. Then I'm just going to go to next. It's going to upload the video. It shouldn't take too long for the kids to be able to upload it. So once you have uploaded it and it's downloaded, it's going to come up like this, where the pupil has a chance to put in the name that they want to appear. They don't have to click anything in here. If they want to put an optional link or a description of the video, they can. They can take a selfie to attach to their video. They can upload a photo. It's completely up to them. Then they're going to submit their video, and that's it. It's going to go straight onto the topic page. If they wanted to share that, then there's information there for them to share it, but I would just click done. And now their video has appeared in the topic page. If more pupils post their videos, then you'll have a bigger collection there. And then I'll just show you what the pupils see when they go in and they look at each other's. Okay, so if we jump back to the educator login, this is what you would be looking at. Refresh the page just to see if the pupils' responses came up. And it has. Okay, so there you can see that your responses start to come in. If you click on that response, then you can see the pupil's video, and you can comment on their video as well. That comment is going to be public. If you wanted to leave them a comment that was just for them to see, then you can go into feedback. You can record feedback by a video, or you can record feedback by a comment. But most of the time I just leave them a wee comment so that everyone can see. And pupils can post on there as well. I'm just going to quickly show you, because I had mentioned that it was really easy to kind of look through and assess this work. I'll show you one of the clips that that my first years have done. So once you've got all the submissions, you just have to click on the first pupil, and then it's just a case of watching that pupil's video, giving them a comment, telling them what was good, what they could do better. Click the next pupil. Sorry, my computer's been slow. Sorry, my computer just crashed a wee bit there. So just to show you how quick and easy it is to move on to the next video, you just click on the next pupil. You can leave a comment for them, and then you can move on to the next pupil. You can leave a comment, and it's just really quick and easy to flick through the responses. So hopefully that video demo was enough to kind of get you started and to try out some of the things that you can do with your classes. If you do have any questions, you could send me a wee email. I'm Miss Doricky, and hopefully I'll be able to answer any queries that you have. Okay.